Hello there, sir. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
You might have a
I'm.
new career too. You
Oh
did a
no, no,
great
no, no,
job.
no. I don't do what you do, but I'm just an enthusiast, and I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of her leadership, and of course, predecessor Bridenstine and all these guys lately.
Right.
They're bold and they think big, and they're also practical, and they're getting things done. And it's a new renaissance in space.
Yeah, I was very impressed with what she had to say. I've seen her before, but I thought she was just great.
Yeah, she's
So
fantastic.
yeah, she really was.
It's an honor to have her.
And you stop and think about all the people that we've had as we, literally just have a few minutes as we wrap up 2 days of the
Hmm.
America's Future series and all that you've done on behalf of the Space Innovation Summit. I you have expectations of what something's going to be like. You say, oh, I know him. Oh, gee, gosh, I know him. And of course, we've tossed the name around Sir Richard Branson, who was with us yesterday, and people
Hmm.
like that you don't often get a chance to speak with. But I really, this turned out much.
You never. It's like a
Much
box of
higher than,
chocolates,
yeah.
right? You don't know what you're going to
You
get.
don't. You really don't. You're so true, right? Yeah, that's so spot on, David. But I just, I went home last night and thought about it, and I thought this was outstanding. If we can do this on day two, it's going to be good. And I think we did. I
Absolutely.
really do. I was most
What,
impressed.
well, what a
So,
great closing
thank
keynote
you.
uh,
Yeah.
to have the Colonel Ben
Oh,
Milroy with us.
absolutely. Is he nearby? Is he
So we're going to
just
bring
around the
on
corner?
the guy that helped make all of this possible, right? We're going to bring Craig Miller back,
Yep,
right?
we sure are.
The Vice President
There he
of
is.
Government Systems for Viasat, our title sponsor. And Craig, I want to say in particular, thank you for making the entire 2 days possible. If it wasn't for Viasat, we couldn't have done the first day, et cetera. I want to thank you for helping enable us to bring Sir Richard and to honor General Hyten and all of the great people here today that we've honored, et cetera. I want to say thank you for all of that. And of course, we would love to hear what you thought about the days, the
Yep.
past couple of days, and in particular today, and get your sort of closing comments or closing insights on the proceedings today.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, first of all, thank you, David and Scott, for putting on such a fabulous event over the last 2 days. It's really been exciting, and I really enjoyed watching all the speakers today and yesterday. Um, Personally, I'd like to thank General Keith Alexander for our fireside chat today, and for those of you eagle-eyed viewers, yes, I did make a wardrobe change between the intro, the fireside chat, and then this.
You're allowed.
So, but no, I thought it was a really exciting conversation. I was proud to be a part of it. I also want to thank Eli Nafa from NASA and Dr. Molzer from the Space Force for the great conversations with my colleagues Fred Taylor and Mike Maughan today. Um, and I just want to take a moment to touch on the previous session. David, you did a fantastic job with the interview. I really enjoyed listening to Colonel Melroy. She did a great job of sort of capturing one of the things that, as a kid that has always wanted to be an astronaut and gave that up pretty early when I knew it was never going to happen, but still was passionate about the wonder and excitement of space. She captured a lot of that for me in her brief, and her emphasis on the science and inspiring others into STEM, and the fact that knowledge can be its own reward, and the things we learn, although there may not be a business case for them, may change how we understand the universe, which will eventually change our lives for the better. And I thought that was really fantastic, and I really enjoyed that. I also enjoyed Major Lowry's brief. I never thought I would associate Bitcoin and gunpowder, but now they're inextricably linked in my
Medicine.
mind. And, so I think that's what's really great about this. We had some very serious, thought-provoking discussions about space and the role of that, and how it's going to affect warfighters, to inspiring the next generation of leaders to STEM, to some really esoteric thoughts about what cryptocurrency can do as a way to project force. And I can't think of any other forum that's quite like this. And so thank you for putting this together. I have a couple closing thoughts about basically the areas I talked about and some of the areas that we're really passionate here at Viasat, and that's the desire to continue building collaboration and partnerships between government and the commercial sector is what's going to continue to drive innovation in space. And from our point of view, interoperability and optionality are two of the key focus areas for future integrated space architectures. And this is something we've done really well at Viasat over the years, is bringing together disparate architectures. We've done it terrestrially, and we've done it for our satellite networks. And we're looking forward to being a part of delivering it, the next generation space architectures. And one thing I want to say is no one person, entity, organization can deliver a truly resilient multi-network, multi-orbit, multi-band system optionality and resilience. That's something that a coalition of commercial and government and allied partners are going to have to do together. And as we sit here today, our adversaries are taking action to invest and develop both their own space capabilities and their counter space capabilities to use against us. And we're in an unusual position that, in the last Cold War, we were able to outspend our adversaries and just bankrupt the Soviet Union by spending more money than them. Mm-hmm. That's not going to work against China in a conflict in the 2030s and 2040s. And so we have to come together as commercial and government and combine and be force multipliers for one another to create the ability to defeat an adversary that may have a greater gross domestic product than we will in 10 or 15 years. And to quote General Thurgood earlier from the day, if we want to move at pace to do that, we're going to have to take some risk. And so I think that's how I'll leave you guys, is thanking you for the diversity of thought and discussions today. And remember that we have to work together and we have to take risk to go fast.
Well said. And, the resource, I guess, that we're competing with our adversaries on is not money any longer, as you point out. It's actually brain power. It's actually inventiveness. It's innovation. It's collaboration. And so having companies like yours who get that and do it every day and work very hard to partner with the government and with our military, et cetera, that is how we're going to succeed. So it's companies like yours and leaders like you that are going to make this possible. So we want to thank you for what you do for our country and for the entire world.
It's my pleasure to be here today. And, I couldn't be more passionate about bringing capabilities that are going to help us use space, both for the benefit of the United States, its allies, but really for everyone. We want space to be something that everyone can take advantage of. And that's what we're here for.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being our title sponsor today and everything you do.
It's my pleasure.
For sure. Thank you. Outstanding. Stay safe. Stay well.
Well,
that was good stuff, huh?
Craig, we salute you.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to wrap up now. We do have other events coming up. We're always looking for people to speak. One of the things that we like to do that's different, as I think Craig alluded to, which is we don't tell people what to talk about. We have a broad tent, broad umbrella. People have conversations. They very rarely ever lecture, right? You're not going to see those slides and this kind of stuff. It's going to be an interaction. Somebody asks a question, and then they interact, okay? And that's what people want to see. They want to see a live discussion with people who are problem solving.
And not confrontation, but conversation.
Absolutely.
And it's just so positive and productive when you see it like that. And so much of this is stuff that you're dealing with on a pretty regular basis as the creator, as the founder of the America's Future series. But when you stop and think about space innovation and this entire summit that we've had for the last couple of days, there's so much of this that, okay, I heard that, I've heard that before. Oh, gee, I didn't know that. Oh, you're kidding. I had no idea. And really, it's almost like a whole new world. I felt like I was in high school or college listening to some science class or something. It was, wow, I didn't know that. And then, of course, you hear what he just had to say as we wrap it up at the end. This is our livelihood. This is our world. This is the community. This is what we live in. Mm-hmm. So we better get it right now when you talk about all that's taking place in foreign countries around the world, be it Russia and what's taking place, be it China, time to get with the program here, America,
well,
as one country.
You're kind of quoting what General Thurgood said. The future's coming.
Yes.
Do you want to be part of it, and what do you want it to look
That's
like?
Right. Yeah.
And so we're trying to create an ecosystem where everybody talks about that and comes up with actual, actionable solutions and things that we can do.
Absolutely.
And I think, and I want to salute everybody who's part of this because that's what they did.
2 days ago, I didn't have okay, that's fine. But some of the things that they shared, I'm going out of here today thinking about, gee, what can we do, or what might I share with others about how we can move forward in the positive, productive way that they all said.
Well, I want to share that Murray Media made this possible, and I want to thank Murray Media. I want to thank you.
And my son Doug.
And your son Doug,
my
and
partner.
The entire team, your partner, et cetera.
Yep.
You guys are top-notch, incredibly polished. Appreciate all the technological capabilities you have, et cetera, for doing this, et cetera. Yep. It makes these things really smooth, et cetera. And I would encourage anyone who wants to put on an event similar to this, et cetera, or a live event, et cetera, giant ones in stadiums and all the things you guys do.
Well, we do. We go around the country.
We're
based
world.
here in the great state of Texas, but we are ready to go wherever and whenever.
So as our partner in putting these things on, I want to say thanks.
I MC hundreds of events every year, play moderator, keynote, so whatever works.
You get Scott when you hire Murray Media. That's one of the big perks.
2 for the price of 1.
That's right. There you go.
So, and let me tell you, we wouldn't be here were it not a labor of love as well for what you've done with American Future Series. We really appreciate all that this represents as we move forward, and all the people that we get a chance to meet, all these generals and colonels and just solid people that have kept us all out of harm's way for umpteen decades, just by the commitment they've made, wherever it might have been in this world, to make sure that we get the incredible country that we all call home, that we're safe and secure here. But we've got to be smart as we move forward here in these trying times. So
Well said.
thank you all.
Well, thank you for being our staunch ally, supporter, advisor to the America's Future Series.
Okay.
And with that,
You're most welcome,
I just
David.
want to say thank you for our audience. Please come back. Let us know what you liked, what you didn't like, who you'd recommend. We want to make it better, but we hope you enjoyed it.
Yep. Stay safe, stay well, and until next time, for America's Future Series, I'm Scott Murray.
Dave Hamilton.
Have a
Good
great
evening.
day.